The NBA has a long history of terrible contracts. Remember, this is the league that once gave Eric Dampier $73 million to play basketball. Elton Brand got $80 million after he tore his Achilles heel, and Jerome James got $30 million for 11 decent playoff games. So like I said, the NBA is no stranger to franchise-crippling deals. Before we even get into the 10 worst contracts for this season alone, to help you understand how many bad deals are out there, these are the players who didn't even make the top 10 for this year. Evan Turner got $70 million over 4 years. Tristan Thompson will be paid $82 million over 5. Ryan Anderson is getting $80 million to sit on the bench during the playoffs. Brandon Knight signed for $70. Miles Plumlee is getting $50 over 4. Andrew Wiggins got nearly $150 million, and somehow someone named Tyler Johnson is getting paid $50 million, and Nicholas Batum is getting paid $120 million. Now that we got the special mentions out of the way, here are the 10 worst contracts for the 2018-19 season. At number 10, Ian Mahinmi, who got $48 million for 3 seasons. The 2016 offseason will forever be remembered as a summer where every semi-decent player got paid like an all-star. In the 2 seasons since Mahinmi signed his mega deal, he's had trouble staying on the court, having missed 56 regular season games. And when he has played, he's shown little promise of the player he was supposed to be coming from the Pacers, and has had trouble averaging even 6 points and 5 rebounds. At number 9, Danilo Gallinari, who signed for 3 years and $65 million in 2017. Gallinari isn't terrible. He averaged over 15 points and gave the Clippers someone who could spread the floor with his shooting and provide minutes from both forward positions. But the problem is that the Red Rooster hardly ever plays. In his 10 years in the league, he's played in over 70 games just twice, and last season in LA he managed to suit up only 21 times, which is already the 5th time in his career when he's missed more than half of a regular season. For all that money the Clippers are paying him, he certainly isn't providing much value. At number 8, Gorgui Dieng makes an appearance with his 4-year $64 million deal. For averaging a whopping 10 points and 7 rebounds in the 2015-16 season, the Timberwolves rewarded Dieng with his mega deal, but now he's a backup big man struggling to get minutes behind 33-year-old Taj Gibson. Dieng barely averaged 6 points and 4.5 rebounds in 17 minutes of action last season. Bismack Biyombo gets the 7th spot with his 4-year $64 million deal, also signed in that same 2016 offseason when GMs were drunk with cash from the new NBA TV contract. All you need to know about Biyombo's mega deal is that the Magic, the team that originally inked Biyombo, has already cut bait and sent him packing to Charlotte in a salary swap for another terrible center with a terrible contract coming up later on this terrible list. At number 6 we have Carmelo Anthony. Melo used to be a superstar worth every penny of the max, but at age 34 with a diminishing offensive game and non-existent defensive game, the Oklahoma City Thunder decided to trade him to Atlanta, who promptly bought him out for over $25 million in the final year of his deal just to make him go away. A sad transaction for one of the game's best pure scorers of all time. Carmelo recently signed with the Rockets, who are willing to overlook his matador defense for 40% shooting from the field and 1.3 assists a game. At number 5 we have Omer Asich, who signed for 5 years and $58 million in 2015 when the Pelicans already had Anthony Davis and Alexis Ajinça. In the 3 years since signing the deal, the backup center has never averaged more than 4 points and 6 rebounds and has missed 129 total games. Preferring to eat the loss, the Pelicans sent Asich and a first-round pick to Chicago. We're going to lump numbers 4 and 3 together since they were both signed by Mitch Kupchak in the notorious summer of 2016. For a combined $136 million, the Lakers got 4 years of Luol Deng and Timofey Mozgov. The move was puzzling not just because both players were entering the later phases of the prime, but because LA was a team of youngsters building for the future. But with Deng and Mozgov eating up most of the team's salary cap space and providing little production on the court, LA was stuck in a no man's land of young, unproven players on a terrible team, but also working without salary cap space to maneuver for better players. After just 1 season with the Lakers, Mozgov was sent packing to Brooklyn, but LA had to include D'Angelo Russell as a deal sweetener. That same year, Deng was sent to the end of the bench in order for the young guys to get minutes to develop. Talks are ongoing now on a buyout for Deng, and Mozgov has since been traded another 2 times. Why Kupchak felt compelled to give a slow-footed ground-bound center and a veteran forward on his last legs $136 million remains a mystery. At number 2, Chandler Parsons. The only reason Parsons isn't higher on this list is because at least he has a chance, albeit a very, very small one, of being a semi-productive player during the final 2 years of his 4-year $94 million contract. In the 2 seasons since inking that deal, that was supposed to make him the 3rd threat in a Marc Gasol-Mike Conley trio, Parsons has had trouble staying on the court, appearing in only 70 total games, and when he has played, lingering knee issues has sapped him of his athleticism, and his numbers all around have dropped off significantly. On top of that, the once versatile forward can no longer appear in back-to-backs. One silver lining, Parsons managed to shoot 42% from deep last season. And our number one worst contract in the NBA goes to Joakim Noah. In one of his final moves as Knicks GM, Phil Jackson decided to screw over the entire city of New York by giving the off-injured 31-year-old center a ridiculous 4-year, $72 million deal that seemed crazy even in 2016 standards. In 2 seasons with his hometown team, Noah has played in a total of 53 games. Last season, he saw action in only 7 games, scoring 12 points and pulling down 14 rebounds. That's total for the season. Not to mention, Noah was suspended for 20 games last season for violating the league's anti-drug policy and was a constant thorn in the side of head coach Jeff Hornacek. His contract is as untradeable as it gets, and the Knicks are now looking at buyout options for the former Gator. That's a long fall for someone who made the All-NBA first team just 4 seasons ago. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think of this list in the comments section below. Did I miss someone else who has a terrible contract? And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to help this channel grow. Thanks!